Yeah, I can hear it in my head as well. Hello, welcome everybody, welcome to Adventures in the TARDIS with me, Yoshi, and Quill. I cannot believe how close this is to the original Doctor Who, meaning this is not. This is obviously Pokemon. And now, we will have some actual friendship.
Did you know that you actually started reading this story a little over a year ago?
I mean, I
It was
know
September
because
1st.
you wrote it, recommend.
Alright, this chapter is about 1,000 words less than the last chapter, but unlike the last chapter, which had 6 total scenes, this one is 1, because it's a single conversation all the way through. A pretty cordial one, so if you can think of any music for that, then there you go. I don't hear you now. I do still hear the music, however.
Now, why?
Now I hear you.
I have no idea why my microphone decided to not have any signal. Hopefully my microphone is fine.
My theory is because of weak internet, your voice kind of got your face kind of got fuzzy, and as if it's not full signal.
I don't know why.
I suspect it's an internet thing over at your end.
But here we go. Let's see.
What was it that you said a moment ago?
I guess probably said that there's gonna be no interruption. And this is gonna be a very important conversation because if he can convince the master to come with him, then Luffy and another might actually die.
Yeah. Really screw up Vision's plans.
Infinite Wind was saved by Vision.
Uh-huh.
So let's see. Echoes of Friendship. I'm pretty sure we don't need happy music right now.
I'm not sure if you'll find anything appropriate on the Pokemon.
Are you sure?
No?
We can use this one now. We will see. I didn't expect it to go into jazz.
I don't think this is good. Is that this song's actually distracting.
Yeah. It didn't start was distracting in the beginning. Yeah, let's go find something.
Actually, yeah, you made a suggestion a moment ago that I thought was actually interesting. Do you have any songs out there that's copyright free and kind of jazzy?
I mean, problem that we don't really have them. The ones that we have actual voices. That's the problem.
How about some of them from the uh, investigative game we got? I will agree, if the songs have lyrics in it, it'd be even more distracting.
There you go. That makes sense, huh?
That's fair. That's fair.
We have just a normal combination. That's on the 5. Should be fine. This copyrighted money, let us use it. Russia's office is more dumb than I expected, considering what I knew about this pony. There is a lot of brown and dark brown wooden texture to the walls, and the furniture here, because they are made of brown wood. It is pretty he only has one portrait of himself hung in his room. It is a size of a huge TV, but it is still just one.
Mm.
It depicts him staring towards the picture. His head at a low angle, just above the rim of his eyes. His face is down on me. He's wearing a slightly lighter blue coat, with a handkerchief hanging from his left upper chest, compressed. And him, leaning heavily on his cane. He gives a piercing stare to all, and slightly begins a crook to his smile. So, it looks like this.
A bit, yeah.
Smile.
I don't know if you've seen the front portrait or a poster for the Clockwork Orange. It actually pretty much a Clockwork Orange movie poster. It'd probably look a lot like that.
We can probably pull it up. You mean this one?
I haven't seen it, but there's kind of look at that look right there to his eyes, and then the hat just right above the eyes. Stanley Kubrick made that film, and the character was supposed to be obviously wicked, and so
no,
abnormal for British society.
Because he's not clear enough. That's more like begin.
There you go.
I mean, they have the has that sitting down as well, so.
So yeah, imagine that movie poster, but more zoomed out, so you can actually see him leaning on his cane with both hands, stabbed to the ground.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of what I would expect from a manager of this resort. A desk and 3 chairs, one of which is a silver chair facing forward towards the others. A room full of a bookshelf full of books, and a liquor cabinet, several drawers, which are from the doors, the same, right corner. Hiding behind the painting. I just know that is. Also, this is already much more than an average folder because they have a globe. The only place where we have ever seen a map was in Twilight Castle. I don't think we have ever seen a map outside of that.
Yeah, they really might not have one, but with this guy's resources, you'd think that he probably could do it.
And not just a partial map, it's a full globe.
Yep.
Which proves that Express is an Earth-like planet. Not just a two-dimensional plane. All in all, this is a sub, at least as first glance. There probably are some secrets in this room somewhere, considering I am dealing with a fellow time lord. and one who is a magician in this current regeneration cycle. Make yourself at home. Understand being grumbling and starting the way to his next scene, and use his cane to tap his nest and an indication actually down on the other side. Honestly, I do so, but only after I make some tea for myself, because he said I should make myself at home. Once he sits down, he again gestures around the room, in both holes, one of which just holds his cane, as he asks me, "What do you think of my result?" My God has vices. And I hang up. For some reason, this came to mind.
Isn't that from Bioshock?
Yep,
Okay.
it is the same thing. Let's look at what I created.
Right.
This is the sentence for Occasional in our universe. Well, such out of place for the quest here. I asked her. Well, no, I would say it fits you to a T. I mean, yeah, he introduced gambling for this, and cigars as well. Two of the main things that are, how do you say, dangerously impulsive. Do the thing that you want to start, it's hard to stop.
I think you mean the word impulsive.
No, I didn't mean impulsive.
Okay.
I mean the word when you get used to it and can stop it.
Habit.
Yeah, but a step further.
Compulsive.
Nope. It's anything. I really know when I hear the word, but I see the word. Addiction. That's the word I was searching for.
Okay.
Two of the things that are very easy to get addicted. That's why sipping coffee. And I can say I think because I know why I can't do anything without my morning coffee. It doesn't need. Gosh, again, until it's hot and give me a showing predatory look. You are sitting his head and asking. Yeah, for a thing, I could use one myself. Now, if he actually makes coffee, Obviously not, it's gonna be whiskey or something. Because they are in the casino.
You think it'd be something that innocent?
I wouldn't call coffee innocent.
I think he would.
My answer depends on what you have. As well as give a cautious look at the liquor cabinet in the room. Normally at my time, my host surprised me. I look back at him slightly. But given our history, that might not be a wise idea on my part. Come now, Doctor, live a little. You are the one who always tells me to drop all this cake question nonsense and just go off on the stupid little adventures. Well, that's only implies taking a chance too. What example are you giving if you won't follow your own advice? I smiled at him coyly, then tell him. In that case, I may have what you're having. And that is a dangerous sentence, because there are people who can stand liquor, and there are people who don't. Just like me, I can't stand the liquor too much. Just one beer is enough to for me to say, okay, that's enough for today. Most luckily, I can say that, okay, this is the maximum, I don't need to drink more. Now, there's the other side of the horse who gets launched by one beer as well, but they don't stop. That's the spirit. Gosh, I shared that I just from a seat for us a couple of glasses from a bottle and the liquor cabinet. But he does that, he has me. So what makes you here? More meddling, perhaps? I mean, I'm just asking for a mere illustration that I care about what you're saying, but I already know what you are gonna do because my future self visited me. Because he is not like the doctor who doesn't want to change anything. He would be like, okay, I can meet myself, I can tell myself everything. I don't care about spoilers. I guess you can say that, I acknowledge. I could make it more apt term. Gosh aside, that's really. This old chicken. What? Circumstances have changed a little since I lost Matthew. You seem considered more acquired this time. For example, I did. Gosh, I passed me or something that's full of liquid, and passing me. Then it is now in front of me. With Kane, his also glass, and apparently the entire matter he used for this thing. Evidently, it seems to think he will need to be smashed shortly. In order to have him tolerate my presence. Have you looked in the mirror recently? I can see him saying that. Don't remind me! Gosh, I spat bitterly. This girl for talking and crying made me think. And this proves that this is the same master from his word.
Yep. Has established a Sky Dancer too.
I took that over to me, just as just a bit, and I passed him a shrewd look by saying, yes, I had a feeling this talking poison wouldn't be up to your taste. Unlike it would be for my adverts. After nodding his shoulder, Doctor stared at his empty glass, and with his as he outwardly reminisced. You are mean to many words and more peers, right? Have you ever come across another essay as explosive as this one before? Hey, you? Definitely. I can tell you plenty of stories about that. I answered. Explosive? Certainly. Is there anything in this world and universe is pretty adorable? Adding your little scream at the end. But if I send me a dialogue, then force himself on the ring, I said in a tone of disgust. You would. Yeah, he actually had an adorable little assistant as well.
Yeah, you can point her out right on your screen.
I mean,
See your mouse move.
hey, I am the one that thinks this place is adorable. You are the one who was in charge. So you can't talk at all, Gotcha. I sigh and I look at my own thing. While I say, I have given a lot of thought about our history. After that, I got them together. Why I shift back to him. Ask yourself what are people to you? After all this time and everything, we have been through, what you was there for? Wait, what did they do to the master?
A guy named Rassilon, which was a Time Lord portal from their history, was put in charge of the Time Lords because they were desperate during the Time War. He sent a message back in time to the little boy that the Master was, which subliminally implanted some kind of craziness in him, the drum beats, and it's why he became evil. But moreover, that strangely, the drum beats virtually creates a signal way later on when he made a bunch of duplicates of himself, and he turned everyone on Earth into himself, which intensified the drum beats and somehow that pulled Gallifrey back.
Okay, so he is Nika, the Time Girl. If you know the reference, you know it.
That was in the final few episodes for David Tennant was playing the Doctor.
I got it in mind though.
Uh-huh.
I heard down to another shot before leaning back in his seat. That's me. Guys.
Sort of like complains, but with the rest of that sentence, that's kind of weird.
Oh, doctor. After knowing your people as well as you do, can you really sit there and tell me that you are all that surprised? So much really could have been avoided if they hadn't done what they did. Yeah, so much really could have been avoided if the doctor didn't try to poke the meat nest. I mean, not the meat nest, but the Dalek's nest. I am still on the point that if he didn't run inside the city, if he didn't exist at the front door, he always had the Dalek city, nothing would have ever happened. I've been wondering, ever since others are gathered together, if you still hear those same four drum beats, man.
Oh, by the way, I corrected that other sentence too. and asks me chidingly.
Ah,
So
yeah.
describing the way he asks it.
Wait. Was it asked by the doctor or the car shark?
That's. I do see the end code there. I think the doctor. Yeah. Maybe I should specify that.
Because they most have the symptoms at one point, so.
Yeah, that paragraph's by the doctor. I should probably specify.
Dr. Fate assumes a more common expression as he shakes his head and said, no. I mean, why would he ask himself and say no? Unless it's a game that approaches really well, those zombies have been mercifully silent. It's about one of the few things I actually consider a blessing about coming here. The only thing, especially as I raise an eyebrow. What about your wife? What about your daughter? How did you do that anyway? Gosh, I'm smiling to the faint corner as he tells me. A good magician never gives up his secret. Normally I wouldn't try to suppress the family affair, but this was kind of a big deal. Jeez man, does she have two hearts? No. Gosh, I said with a little expression. And she looks at the empty shotgun again. No, she does not. She looks back at me. But there might be more energy popping from her. One heart than normal. I mean, yeah, she is a great and powerful sister. After all.
Yeah, she may probably has always thought that.
Do you mind if I examine her later? Ask carefully. I might discover something you missed. I am the doctor after all. Doctor waves at me dismissively as he leans forward and pours himself another glass. He pours himself a glass of glass. By doing so, he says casually, sure, knock yourself out. Or better yet, outside kill yourself, so you don't have to live with this headache anymore. Finally, I let my own shot after seeing the examining with my sonic skill level, verifying that there is nothing in here over toxic to our kind. Yeah, there is nothing in there over toxic to your kind, but you are not your kind anymore. You are phony. You are not just phony, but do you even know what's toxic to you in the moment? You might not know. Being over too hot, this thing may have less effect on us than it would for others. That is not how it works. You will need more livers to get. I'm pretty sure they only have the same amount of livers than us.
They didn't establish otherwise.
In the meantime, I'm just doing the got email within those fucking minor.
No, it's a cat, alright.
I mean, it's a side of a cat. Admit it! You will miss me if I lie. I tell him in a teasing voice at first. But it shifts to a serious one when I add in disapproval. And that's a cold and dismissive attitude to have about your own daughter. I appreciate the permission to examine her, but damn man, But he used to give a damn about her. She just happened to accident. Oh, so I have to add death roll to the card shark. And put a paint brush in his hand. Or fin, sorry. He found me calmly with which shared my mouth. A minute to then, ultimately. It's her mother, and I was more interested in. We have never seen his mother in the show. At least to my knowing.
Yep.
That's that it gave me enough starting fun to eventually confront this place. Ah, it's money. Money. Looks around again with wondering eyes. Does she had some eyes and questions? He smiled at me evenly. So, does that mean if he wanted to, he would marry Royal H?
Well, maybe. But I just get the feeling that she had lesser status before she married Filthy Rich.
Yeah?
That's when she started to look down on others more and more.
I mean, once again, this might still be much before they married. Because 60 is just a little baby. Or just a little filly at the moment.
About spoiled though, the answer might be yes.
Yeah?
He really did it for the power.
But yeah, they were not rich yet. So you were just spoiled back. Once she and I had a kid, she had even more reason to think I was loyal to her. And you know how women can be, all emotional and stuff. She could have been emotionally than Ed. Honestly, I didn't even have to mind the man that much. All it took was a little swagger, and I had her wrapped around my fingers in short order. No shorter than that. Didn't he? What was his name?
Royal Order?
Was it Royal Order?
Yeah, Royal Order.
Oh, then it wasn't probably his little mother. He was alive. Or who in this case, as well. Also, you can see in there. Where are you going? What are you doing? Where did I go? Do you want to go down? No? Hang around. They're looking around everywhere. You are repulsive. I say with a bit and of the shot. God damn you, man! That's your family you are remote here. Yeah, that's my family here. I have like 5 others in other places. And I wouldn't put it away from him. I mean, I did compare it to a king goddess, a king god. who has multiple children everywhere. But he's silent for a moment, as he gives me a sharp eye that leads back as he tells me. I wonder if you notice something by now. I am the sole proprietor of the casino resort in Los Patos, of all places. Or that it is. I originally planned to buy out a few more resorts to secure my holdings here. I grasp my competition. What competition?
The other casinos and their owners.
Wait, there are more casinos here?
Oh yeah, in Las Vegas. The entire city of Las Vegas. Yes.
Yeah. Once again, as I recall, I have not seen any casinos per se. I have seen some resorts where you could pay to play your game, like horseshoe throwing.
You kind of have a point. But anyway, it's other resorts that customers can go to instead of him, so he tends to deal with that. By the way, this is before Gladmane too.
Yeah. So I mean, he can meet my competition. He can meet other resorts, not casinos.
Yeah.
This is far cry from the universe, congress, or galaxy, or the world, or even the same global horse land. I never kept my ambition to a minimum this time. This is the minimum. A horse city.
Yeah, for him.
And you want to know why? Yes, it came to poison me. I was hoping to avoid anything new this time. Yeah, by introducing smoking and gambling police. You think that the world acting out like a horseshoe. Well, gee! Horses are flattered, I say flatly. Why do I think this way? Well, gee, horses are flattered. Or even better, closing low. Who would say it like that?
Silver actually looks a little happy there. I shot. Ayo, Silver, away!
Wait, was it always? I think you were noticing that Silver actually had furs around her neck. I never noticed that.
Well, she did. It's one of her signs of her wealth.
I mean, I was more focused on her glasses, but still. But yeah, she always had that.
Yep.
Sometimes you find out little details or big details. Yes, and I did the same thing. Doctor admits that he looks at a side over his nest. After learning what our people did to me ever since I was a kid, and messed me with my head ever since, I need some time for self-reflection and evaluation. He rolled his anger and paused on top of his neck. I said bitterly, I hate being a pawn in anyone's scheme. But I have sinned, coming to realize that is all I ever was. Hey, I have good news for you. A pawn can become anything. You just have to walk to the other way of the road.
It can even become a queen. Uh-huh. You know the one piece it can never become is the king.
Yeah?
Because it can only replace what was been lost, and if you lose the king, then the game's over.
Yeah, I can imagine me playing Simba. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
But the description of this game is pretty apt for him. Where Card Shark becomes Missy, yeah, he does become a queen.
Yeah? Every scheme I ever had. And having an idea. How much of that was really me and not have independent suggestion in my head? We are playing Fallout and Las Vegas. Oh, Bioshock 2.
I think it makes sense that the Master would ask himself existential questions after that revelation, and he had a chance to calm down a little bit.
Yeah?
Where the drum beats are not still in his head, now he can think clearly, and when he does, he comes up with some disturbing questions.
I mean, who to say that we are not just some characters in the Sims game?
Yeah.
Can we prove it? No. Just who am I really? Have I ever been too master of anything or anyone? You are the master of confusion, you confuse yourself. I shall not sympathize with your frustration with our people. I acknowledge sympathetically. For what's right, you know that I wouldn't have done such a thing in that place. But once again, it was not all of them, that was one of them who did that to you. Or did the one who did it to him want it on an honor?
Kind of. Rosalind was the new appointed leader that the Time Lords thought would handle wartime better. And when he made that order, they went along because by then they were scared and desperate.
That's true.
His plan was to save the Time Lords in a very insidious way. But because of what he did, he's basically responsible for all the crimes the Master ever did.
Funny, the Time Lords don't think about the future. They can just change it later.
Oh, they do, but maybe they don't care. When they got that bad, they were willing to do anything to save themselves.
The end justifies the means?
Yes, they would very much think that.
That's true. The master agreed and can look back at me, the gleam of fondness in his eyes, for the first time. But then, the doctor might not like my answer to that. It's actually good that the Time Lord disappeared. That's a very controversial idea. Because we do have a higher moral standard. We may have more hands against the internal many times. But if there is one thing I can say about you in your favor, it is that you are much higher intelligence than the rest of us, rest of our so-called formal people. She said. It's only fitting that they are all rotting in hell now. And you did it. I see the mad rubbish. Wait. So, did the time not actually believe in hell?
I don't know, but I doubt it. He's. You could consider that an expression. Now that they're no longer around.
Yeah, but it seems like the monster is actually believing in hell.
I would say he wants to, and believing that they're there.
Yeah, but by logic, he knows he's going to hell as well.
And proud of it. Kind of.
Hey, if I go to hell, I can meet them and teach them about everything. Hey, not all of them were bad, I argue. But a little rules as you say. Please don't ruin the moment, Doctor. Why should any of them be worth any ounce of sympathy? You can sort every apple in one basket. I project will disagree. I'll give you a shake of my hand. Let's do like that. Like any other society, there are good and bad mixes in all. I have also found in my travels. Oh no, Slim and Slam would disagree. It is almost just as an anti-culture by the standard of the leaders alone. There can be a lot of dissonance between these two examples. Now people are no exception. You remember our home, right? The people who used to live there. I can actually see the bitterness and resentment in the master's eyes slowly give way to our untethered nostalgia. They are more than love. I knew that was a perspective to this argument I could not lose. Not if this is the same boy I was grew up with. We share a grand moment of rapport together, and it most thing back to the good old days. No matter how antagonistic we have been to each other and what is done, the shared history was the one thing fighting us throughout this time. It's also why I felt less alone ever since I learned history about the time war. Speaking of which, why are you doing this to me? The master asked me in misery, with a sudden pain look in his eyes, and looked back at me. I will never forget that those were a good time, and that's what made this all the more painful. Way to rub it in, Doctor. I mean, yeah, you have to disinfect the wound. If you don't open it up, we can't disinfect it anymore. I'm sorry for that. I totally am. I tell everything sympathetically. But I had to, because I need your help. You know what? There is one companion of the Doctor who can help the Master a lot.
Oh, and what's that?
Kelly.
Did you say Penny?
No, I said Kelly. Dr. Kelly Sandler.
Oh, okay.
He's a therapist.
Well, apparently also Vision.
Yeah, but Vision is not a therapist yet.
No, she's not.
He is the closest to becoming a Time Lord. So she would be able to actually sympathize with him. You need my help? Excuse me, princess? You asked me incredulously and looked at me with suspicion. Are you really the same doctor that I grew up with? No. We know that's not. In every reincarnation, you are different. You are a different person. If I'm not, then I'm the closest thing you are ever going to find here. I acknowledge. I suppose there is no other way to know for sure, considering how much variance and possibility there can be out there while universe hopping. But I think we share the history to solidify our emotions and intentions. And whether our people had once been, there's some good effort in the bunch. They are worth saving. And in this universe, they might be different. Also, no. We have proved that they are different, because you don't hear them tell me. If it is the same to you in this universe as well, then you would hear it. This means they didn't do that to Master.
Yeah. It recalls once having it, but yes, it's not here in this universe. He's got a break from that.
So yeah, they didn't do this to his body.
Which would make sense. This version of the Master wasn't here in the first place, unless his double is. And if his double is, then maybe that person is suffering from the drum beats. But this Master came from another universe. The Time Lords would likely be expecting that less.
I imagine what will they are having such a mad time being in the universe. What would that pony equivalent do in the human universe? They might be there. Especially in the monster pony version. Who would start hearing the zombies the first time he wakes up.
Well, the Doctor kind of met his double, but that one's an actual pony in Ponyville.
Oh, he didn't meet?
Yep. Time Turner.
Oh, the Doctor, not the Master.
Yeah.
But Time Turner is just a pony. Right?
Yeah, he seems to be. Full pony. Born and raised in Ponyville. But you gotta admit, he shares an uncanny connection and resemblance and personality with the Doctor.
So they might not have been different equivalent for them.
Yeah, possibly.
This is user conjecture. The Master are used with it. No matter how nostalgic I feel about them, they are gone now, Doctor. Dead. And with us full of them. And then Steve Professor, not everyone makes his short said.
If that happened, he might suddenly scream like a little girl. And hold that high pitch.
You and I are the last of our entire race. Above that is for the best. That's not true, I counter. A new universe and new rules, and this one didn't overtime war in another timeline yet. Yeah, because he can't change it in their timeline. But he might be able to do it here.
Yep, and he intends to.
The master mother tonight, and me sure, as he asked me. You mean he didn't even find a finish his question, since he feels so stunned. And not evidently and I confirm. Indeed, in this universe, it may still be possible to save our people and our home. our home? The master asked me in the wind. I shook his head. No, Doctor. This is not our home. But this is a more real way. Maybe what you read about this is most important in the universe. It cannot change one important fact. And that is neither of us are native here. Even if you could send some approximation to our home, it isn't really our home. He is actually right. But we can still save this universe in Gallifrey. There you go. To be perfectly clear. Granted, I come from the Lord. Our true home and history might not ever be recovered. I admit that. But think of this, man. You and I could be here for a very, very long time. In all that time, are you really going to be the last of our kind? Hey, you are here as well. Especially after I told you that the chance to save some of my kind. Admit it. Now that I told you, you can have a wonder how far it could go if you follow my plan. Wait, you are not only saying that this is my home now, but I have to follow your plan? We know that Master is not going to follow any plan. He would agree to have, but not following plans. But as long as face now, I did not. But the next is giving up, and me a second later. To admit that I made the point, he's supposed to acknowledge now. Imagine if we succeed, of course. We could be there again. To Gallifrey. Our home. I'm pretty sure that it is not Gallifrey here, it's Gallifrey.
Gallifrey? Yeah.
At least I know that go to it and we are going to get anymore. I got a hoof or because yeah. I mean it might not be because the magic I don't have the pony parts. It's not in the ponies who have them. But look at time though, I will never gain even a close approximation to our home again. By that I mean nothing at all. Not even you. I never thought that I was lost of a Time Lord. In a way, I was until you awakened. Maybe that would have been for the best. But I said suddenly, which so suggests to me how haunted and depressed man is deep down. She said, I didn't have the knob made in my head when the majority of my consciousness was still in the watch. I don't remember when the master awakened, so...
He seemed to be a regular human and kind of was when the majority of his consciousness was in some kind of watch. But when he opened it and looked at it, the energy just washed into him and he remembered everything else again. The Doctor did something like that to himself once, when he was followed by the family.
When you say watch, the first thing that comes to mind is this.
Exactly, pocket watch. It looked almost exactly like that.
You didn't know where this is from. I mean, it's right now, but... you might know the reference to it, them. I kept wondering ever since them. If that would have been for the matter. The monster leaned back in his seat again, and whispered looking back at the moonlight glow on the wall. I needed to take it seriously until I got here. And ever since I finally got away from the meat, when I came to this universe, I realized how empty my existence must have been all along. I think it looks back at me, and I'm taking back to actually see a few tears in his eyes. My life and destiny were stolen. Moment who told he was a puppet master. That's the other thing for the amusement of mankind. And the puppet master was this guy right here. There you go. He was the puppet master.
Weird. I wouldn't have saw that coming.
Why not? He had a gnome.
I was thinking about the front picture of this story and zoom up to the corner of the TARDIS.
You mean puppet master, I know. That was awful. But we are here now, I type. Rabbi Hoover is his desk and say, well, I say screw what happened to us in the past. It's a new universe now, and we have a chance to start over. We can redeem ourselves. We can claim our destiny again, and this time, we will truly be masters of our fate. For what? That is worse. You must tell me the wisdom of this earth. Only? Really? You think this is our destiny now? Oh my god, a giant truck! If you know what I mean. This is my destiny.
Oh, rock! That's my destiny!
I mean, I imagine the Yu-Gi-Oh picture. It is, if you claim it. I can tell you. And I see whatever we make of it. Here, what is the color of stamps on the essence to signify the personal destiny? I'm sure you have one too. Oh, I haven't noticed. Must I get a mute mark? I think that. Yeah, I think yours is an hourglass. That's the same. That fits you to a T. He said. Of course, I've seen another order that with the end of the same mark. It is greater than the or they are your future inclination too. They might be. If so, I say that you, Doctor. Yes, pretty sexy is some of them. You're cutting out the show. By the way.
Minuet has the hourglass cutie mark too. Or some fans or used to call her Colgate.
I'm pretty sure I have seen one of the spies having them as well.
Probably.
I forgot her name.
That makes it hard to look it up.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to look at. Oh, I'm skipping. One. I'm pretty sure I've seen her with Power Girl 60 Motion as well at one point. That's her, but on another one. You know that there's a multiple of them.
Are you talking about Bonbon?
Yeah?
I've actually seen a version of her flying as a Pegasus doing tornado duty.
But in the meantime, there is Minuet.
Yep.
There's other pony. And there's a lot more. But obviously we have to bring up the most cutest picture for them. There you go.
Aww. Hugs.
I talked about it on this of those you have seen with the similar markings. Not just similar, Doctor, but exactly the same mark. I must say this. Instead of someone coming and pasting the same mark on another pony, the chief animation shortcut. Yup. I mean, I remember in the early episodes when they were running the fall celebration or whatever it was called. Rainbows and after that was racing.
Running of the Leaves.
What are you name?
That might not be the name of the episode, but that is the name of the event.
No, it's Forward Fan.
That would be the name of the episode, yes.
It's gonna be good if you can find it. Yeah, just imagine. There's something right here, and the other show that picture, but when we pass this screen, I mean, I can see another character right here, and another one right behind AG as well. There's three, and one of them is racing at the same time, and there were more when the team panned over. There was some time continuum loop right here. In the early stages when they didn't have too many makeup ponies.
Yeah, but in Ruby, I remember they used to do like shadowy silhouettes for background NPCs.
I mean that's a well-known thing. Find the main character. Everyone is just hello. I will hope, and I say, okay, maybe those master eyes are the same, but I say them as much as them are really me. I will hope and him. But I can't enter the writer of the possibility, because I actually have been an access icon. And also, I wouldn't say to myself that I am me. Because that would be that was quite a surprise. But I'm delighted and me is shocked. Lean forward with an interesting interest and she asked me eagerly. Are you serious? Do you really mean that? Okay, explanation for our people, most likely, or the qualified equivalent at least, I tell him. Yeah, see, we are equivalent. They give you caseness, and they give me more life. I think it's because they knew I could save them, but it would take them a lot of time. Indeed, more time than I have to spare. So they gave me extra cycles, telling me at their own expense. Because I have more, some of them have less. The energy has come from somewhere. I swear even the alternative in the total acquisition. No, I am not here. It's just a recording. Right?
That soda's not cold anymore, right?
What?
That soda's not cold anymore, right?
It is.
Or if it ever was, okay.
But I think that this is at me, as he asked. If I agree to help you, do you think they would get me as a cycle too? Because I am running pretty low as well. I mean, this was a good team, guys. The bad team is starting after I finish this. I don't see why not. I say we should. Because at least, admit as you are about what our people did to you, this was an experience might be innocent though. They didn't do this to you. Those who did probably are totally gone. Definitely aren't. They are really better off, and therefore out of our reach anyway. Unless a copy of what lingers, there. Here, or replace us.
That's what you were talking about a moment ago.
Yeah. Now there is an interesting thought about our music. There is a version of me and you in the human universe, and it always called me your pony time on before. You visited me in confusion, and that's me. Do you think the horse lord has two hearts as well? I mean, you do have two hearts, so you are in their body, I assume. I shake my head and check him before saying to him in amusement. Horse lord, I think I like that. I think I will use that one too, to distinguish our home from this one. That's all. And the way my working theory is so far is yes. The horse lord probably do have two hearts as well, until proven otherwise. Rex is waiting in pain at the same time, because we are doing the thing that, they are guilty until proven innocent. And Ishitani is very bad at that thing. We literally talked about that yesterday. That, oh god. That's a good idea to do that. Fair enough, but I accept. I know for certain that we do, he goes on, and I would like to check on 62. Hit me another dismissive wave and remind me. Like I said, I have added, if you actually do find something that I overlooked about her, then I would like to know too. Because this again, maybe she can be more useful to me, or than just spare parts for me. Dude, she's your daughter. Please, at least try to act like a proper father. I request. Also, even if she's your daughter and you think of her as your spare part, she is not a Time Lord or Host Lord. She wouldn't fit for you to be a replacement part.
That depends what the Doctor's discovering. He's open to that possibility. That she might be more than an ordinary pony.
Yeah? Also, for all we know, she might grow a second part at any moment.
Wouldn't that be interesting? I think she'd freak out at first.
I mean, we know it is possible to become a Time Lord. Wait. So does Future Vision have two hearts? Or is she not a Time Lord?
That's not been established, but she seems to be in a failure now.
Like, you did? Remind me with the teeth again. Remind me. Yes, has back and forth between us. We should have wanted that guy very first in order to rush off into Godmode. I had to. That's one or too much. I had to, right?
Okay.
I agree perfectly with the angry amount of my death. If I hadn't, there would have been other consequences. I mean, no, you left Gallifrey before that as well.
This is talking about a period of the Doctor's history that the show never talked about, but made allusions to. That he left for some important reason, and he never told why.
But this is up to the first season, because in the first season, he had granddaughter.
Yeah, she left with him.
They're just like you. Most of the missions will wave at me. You want to explore out there. I know because that's what you always told me ever since. I mean, that's what I had to tell you. Just because I enjoyed doesn't mean I wasn't forced to leave. Argue further. I mean the best of my situation, but I would be lying if I said I didn't turn deep down. Forced to? Most like, time and time again I heard the casting complain about the death of the TARDIS, and what you have been doing with it. Why does it sound like he is a different kind of character? Like, do you know who I'm gonna think of? I'm bringing up the Time Lord himself, the Doctor. Someone who has been forced to leave their old home. And then blame for everything.
Wouldn't have predicted that, but I can kind of see your point. I have seen the show. His name is Itachi.
Yep. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything else because there are people who didn't see all of that who don't know what happened to him. But it sounds like the same thing that happened to the doctor. For what you are describing here. And the theft of the TARDIS might not have been a theft at all. He might have been a scapegoat for what all we know. There were other accelerating circumstances, and suddenly. And I would think that's secret to my game. The most aside, extras. Fine, be that way. It's not if I don't have a ticket of my own. Also, yeah. If Doctor would die, finally, and they made a gift for him, what name would they call on the game?
Doctor Who, perhaps?
Or would it be a catch list of all the names that he had before? All the different identities. Of course.
In the old show, he actually introduced himself as Doctor Who once.
I know he used your space at one point. Of course you do. What's that knows who existed for in this story? Wouldn't? Who? I'm not who? A shame. Must I accept the way they over me? Now, I'm not saying I am committing to anything, but if I did join you on this crusade to tell some approximation of our people, what would that, committed as he said off to the house, honestly, after everything they pulled the most of us through, why would this be worth it? Come with me, let's point first, before I agree to anything else. I said I should not on his neck, and then tell him. I know, but it is still we suffer some certainty in our mutual past. We have a chance for new work here, a fresh start, and this time we can face it on our terms. The massage to the eyebrow of it, sitting insane and made me. Go on. And just saying that I'm willing to meet you halfway on your mission, if you meet me halfway on mine, I can provide. After all, exploration will likely be required to conquer a challenge. It's monumental. If you explore with me, we'll find out together what our options are. And we will reward him. Basically, you can consider this reconnaissance and gathering. To what end? Must approach estimated space in the hole, which he is letting on. The elbow of which is on the arm of his chair now. You mean like this?
Yep. Yeah.
I do that all the time. By the way. Not only save our people, but to make changes to the laws as well. I tell him, ooh, tell this right thing. Now we are talking. Can we make it so that I'm king? No, for can never be a king. You can be a queen if you want. I still don't do anything, but changes would have to be made to ensure that society doesn't collapse for the same reason that did before. I explained. Of course, he said, but looks at the world now. But when you say changes, oh no, she's not gonna be a queen. She can be a princess. Because we are talking about Aggressio.
You might still say king. I'm sorry, queen.
Yeah, but all the evil ones are called queen.
Right.
And this version of the master is now called mess. It's about the inner we need to explore, I guess. Give us time to strategize and plan. To find out what's out there. And give us new ideas. Let's think about that. Was Nightmare Moon a queen too? In her timeline?
I believe they said princess, but they really were queens in all but name.
Didn't they say yes, my queen? Or am I imagining that?
I don't remember that, no.
What's the name of that episode? When they tell us that to time.
The only character I recall being called queen in the show is Chrysalis.
It's about time, but the other types of episode.
Alright, I know what you're talking about then. But I don't recall them saying queen in that either.
But do you know the name? What is the kitchen mark? Thing?
Yes.
Oh, it's not impossible. Okay, sorry. No, they never said queen. But she said my kingdom.
Right.
So it's not about the same as she herself calling herself queen.
Okay, the other screen says, stream pause, Takashi has minimized their application. Sit tight.
Wow. Okay, let me.
Okay.
Nice. Is it working again?
Yes.
I don't know why it does that. So we should build our people from the ground up. Most success is with me. This is like the forefathers of America did. Essentially, yes, I agree. Because we have to. If no changes are made, then the same results will occur again. But sexuality moves together. And give me a piercing and thoughtful stare over them. Oh no. Not that stare. No. No. Not that stare.
There you go. Right.
Never comes bad when you see this pose.
The first one was a closer match. It was more serious.
I mean, most of them are the same person, but in different dudes. If you join me, not only might I give you extra recognition cycles, but you will have a chance to be a part of the new foundation. I press. You can be a pillar. That's about what I mean. When I say we have a chance for adoption here. We have been wrong before. But now, we have a chance to make it right again. I know you are better, and I care about what they did to you, and you have every right to me. But haven't they been saying, if we had a chance for a new over, what anything would you change? And so, you don't have to ask for that yet. You most of the time to really think about the details that I saw. And you yourself said that this is not your home. So you don't have to, you really don't have anything with these ponies. My point is, there's room for most of our growth here. A little bit of exploration over here, and a little bit of progress over there. A market system has to be repaired, if any of them are going to make it again. So we have to address this issue anyway. Given all that, what say you? I am intrigued, but I'm also concerned. What's that one? Right now, it is a super boss. Do you really think that is a problem? For the longest time, I was lost from the Time Lord. That was essentially true. Consider this. What if I had died like that? There were plenty of choices for that. Plenty of times I was letting it out. And there will probably be many more to come. If that had happened or not happened, there would be no Time Lord at all. Imagine that. Our entire culture. Gone. Forever. I mean, it is gone. Now tell me, I mean, who was him? Are you really more comfortable with that prospect itself? Yes. I believe the master would say yes. But I looks annoyed. So I asked him the question. Does he back in his scene? I looked otherwise off at the ceiling for a moment. As he contemplated that. She waited and looked back at me and appeared reluctant to admit. No. I suppose not. As much as I hate them for the curiosity they have given me, I have a savage pride in that culture too. I am a prince of all Syrians.
He's about to say something similar to that.
We are Time Lords, Doctor. We have innate authority to rule, and I can't help but feel there is a lot of potential in that. We are entitled to that destiny. Eternally, in this case, the sooner you accept that, the better off we will be. Well, wait. I just realized how close to the board this is. If we think that the Doctor is Kakarot, and the monster is Vegeta, and Gallifrey was the planet Vegeta.
In that paragraph above, Lords was in italics, so we're Time Lords, Doctor. He really tried to emphasize that word.
Yeah.
And that's what he means by entitlement.
I almost said who is their face about it has to be the lie.
Yeah. Motives are quite different, but the end result is basically the same.
Yeah? I'm not going to argue with him over that point yet. I am much larger than the hero. I mean, I did call the TARDIS Thean as well. The ones who... They literally just went over every planet and destroyed everyone over there. The reasoning at the end was different, but the whole thing what they did was the same thing.
Yeah, they're the warlike culture. They're hardly anything else.
Yeah? Here's the roof, as he said. For the moment, I think I was aboard with your plan. Forces are on the shore. Anything to close me as TSP. What is our largest obstacle in our way? Whom must I destroy? In Europe, and I answered nervously. I said more. You have to save that first before we are serious shot at success with He almost lost his new shot while I was talking about that he finished the shot. Looked at me sideways, with white, suddenly I can die. He then put his shotgun back down on the desk, and leaned toward my passing most of his tools on the desk. He leaned on it so much that his back muscles flexed. He made an ominously looming expression as he menaced a never-ending tone. You better be joking. Can I find the I'm searching for? Hold on. Yeah, I can find the perfect picture, but this is the one I can find for now.
Oh yeah, that pose. Well, actually, almost. Imagine if both arms are straight
Yeah,
down.
and that is what I was searching for. He had the
Okay.
food. And I think you would find it.
In this case, it's actually meant to be an almost aggressive pose. He's saying that you better be joking.
Yep. This is last pose.
Mm.
And I said a bit, and I say, believe me, I wish I was. But the downfall of the whole slaughter here in the team the Time Lord. We should never the same obstacle if we are to. No, no! But the guy now the alarm, and suddenly blows both ears of the official. La la la, I can hear you!
That's an interesting magic trick. How'd you do that?
That's why I need you. I pressed innocently. You know the Time Lord almost as bad as I knew. And I can't do this. No! You must escape next to me fearful liar. Anomalous. That's his real name? I assume. Not a spell. It should be a hypothetical spell. Anomalous.
Yeah, in this story, it's being presented as his real.
Oh, it is not his real name, just something that he gave him.
Yep, the show never said what his real name is, and they made a deliberate point to avoid that with the Doctor too.
Did they ever say the real name of the Doctor? Oh,
No, and in fact, they specifically point out how they're avoiding it.
yeah. I mean, I know they whispered it before.
But these two would know it of each other.
Yeah?
They grew up together.
I came out his name in the present report to see his attention again. He's screaming and shaking his hand in the lion. He went to the wall's mouth and that's it. But he threw several glass raisins in a row. That was on the shelf behind him. He does this with his cane. And suddenly, I see a lot of rupees fall out of one of them.
And Pony Lane comes in through the window like, "Eh?
Eh?
Yeah!"
No, he is safe falling. After they shut the door, there is an electronic silence in the room. The tension in the air feels so thick that it actually hinders my ability to breathe. I mean, if I was hurt, I would probably my teeth with that I can shatter any time. Because it is much better to put out your anger on something that is distractible and doesn't put you back too much. It's like people who throw the monitor away or anything. I couldn't be doing that.
It's interesting now. That's the point you're hung up on right now.
Yeah. I knew it was going to be the biggest part in convincing him to join me. But he has to know how serious the issue is, and why I can't afford to ignore it. He also needs to know why I need his help, and about history together. From a plan to 16, I can be the only Time Lord on board with this mission. Sir! This is a man who burst into the room. Are you alright? Ah, so there is an interruption. We met her to the 10-year-old man, yet being accusingly. Obviously she's singled me out, and a possible ghost to a master outside. I mean, duh! You are the only one here.
Right.
And I know that this is not ongoing occurrence. This is the first time that he does it. But to show us love that I expect entirely. Thank you for your concern, Mirage. But I own this Hoofon. These raiders came to life and tried to kill me, so I killed them. This is the right Hoofon one that I showed them specifically. You may go now. Are you sure? Sir? We are double checked with him. And he's going to give me a passing thing guy. I mean, in her perspective, we might be the ones who broke the raiders, not the master.
Sure, but the master is closer to them, the shattered pots.
I mean, even if we didn't make them by hoof, we still made the master angry enough to make them.
Or used a projectile.
Gone.
Hmm.
Go! Master Ross, that was easy. I see how to stand to the right. The speed over snap. For just a moment, his voice was monstriously monotone. With a clear signal that he is no ordinary pony. Oh my god, he is a princess. He used the cancer for our voice. They saw the man leaves in the frame. After that, I shut the door to an obscure. Or maybe he is taking over my Tyron.
Yeah.
But you must leave the office in operative silence. You'll probably hear a pin drop at this point. But I have this gate in front of him, and leaned on it. As suddenly as he noticed in his portrait in his home, as it is much more clear, he is brooding. Then silence is lighted by him first, after a while. Hello, Doctor! Shouting my real name, like that. I believe he actually pushed the word real. Now, he led back at me over his left shoulder, under the rim of his fellow hand. I can do that about you too. Oh, would you rather? I spend that news to express here daily.
Yeah, they can threaten each other mutually with that one.
But he doesn't mean the newspaper, he meant the website. Which I haven't been visiting at all. I don't know if it actually still exists. But I know it did exist when I was watching the actual series. I just didn't visit it because of spoilers.
I'm in the same boat, but I think they are around. They were quite popular.
Now I can check. No, it is.
That's what I thought.
There are people who are getting tablet on YouTube. And a lot of fan stuff in that. Might be interesting to look around.
Let's do that later. We can finish this chapter now.
It works.
Interesting pictures.
Sorry. I see, and I leave my phone in surrender. I just need your attention. I need more. Well, you get it now. But I slowly looked forward again, as it is a man. But it almost sounds like a mile from my head for Yorker. Look, I know you're traumatized by the Third War, and I am sympathetically. I don't know of a single soul who went through it the moment. Not even the knowledge. I didn't think the Daleks had that much traumatized.
Oh yeah, they were. They were. Some of them went insane, in fact. We actually saw the asylum for the Daleks.
Oh! I don't remember that. Don't even mention their name, but in this, and tell me a little one who to his son. But I got it, they are able too, and they need to be dealt with. Absolutely. But this time, I plan to handle it on my own terms. Oh! He asked me as he turned his head only slightly to the left again, but otherwise keeping his back to me. Accusing you, for one, I asked her. I think I have enough enemies to visit him on my face to consider what I have in mind. For once in our lives, I wasn't through the same page, this one. You the antidote will affect us both. He turned his hands forward again, and there's no more brooding. You are not the only one as well, I go on. And like before, I don't plan on coming with my faster companions. So I can make this moment a test. I'm going to need an army of my own. A good one. An army, huh? But it comes as if I turned to face me. This is what I said, amused him enough. Drop him back down a bit. That's unlike you, Doctor. He then peered at me seriously. In fact, there was only one other time. He was saying, but I heard you didn't even like that. Right?
Right.
And this was during the time war. Aye. I agree and I give a solemn nod. Except this time, I plan to face the war and nothing but me. And the Doctor. Those I plan to recruit, we have similar talent, too. As for you, I asked him, we may not have seen eye to eye on many things, but you have always been my closest equal. Besides that, what is at stake here is something else we actually share. We have this connection together, and I don't think we will ever get another chance to get this close, getting our home back. Once again, this is not our home. When we do though, it will go better than it did before, because this time, we are the authors of the story. I believe no, it is actually Quill's call. Until then, I keep on fighting for a better tomorrow. Do I stand alone?
Well, you do see why that kind of argument would sound more persuasive to the Master, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he's the one with the existential problem right now, and he's fretting about the fact that he wasn't the master of his destiny before because he was manipulated. But this gives him a chance to be the master now.
I mean, you are not the author of the story, but you have the author of the story in your companionship.
You're almost done with the chapter, as I recall.
Yeah, I can see the line. And you can see hanging there. The rest of us very slowly makes his way around his neck. The question mostly remains unreadable. It makes his way to me. I can't dismiss the possibility he's about to kill me, and I am in my position. I find myself wishing Mia was here to give me the heads up about this. Oh, so now you want a spoiler. But in a way, she is here, though. She's the one who sent me on this mission in the first place. I trust her. I mean, we know that you are gonna survive. Even if he helps you.
But does he know that?
Probably yes.
Okay.
Your team will have to go back to the others and get them out of that place. He stands quietly beside me and faces past me at first. But there is a hoof and applies it to my left shoulder. For the time's sake, my ancient friend, I will join you on a trial basis, much as you're provided. And you are right. He took the side of my shoulder, and that's at the end of his game. There are issues here that are very personal to me. I may not solve them, but I am grateful that you at least offer me to get involved. He looks down, and then chuckled, asking something else before saying, "You always have been the better diplomat." Then give me a cunning and dark look. But what I do is something you don't specialize in. Like it or not, Doctor, both sides do have our place in the universe. It's a cruel place out there, after all, and sometimes one needs sharp claws in spite of our own. Feeling too tired to argue right now, I don't wish to push my luck now that I'm getting success. I'm at his back, I say. I will take it. Gets a simmer and tips his glass. And in the end, of the chapter.
Yeah, those were the first 3 chapters I saw clearly before I started, and after that, I started struggling. But what'd you think?
Now, I have one question. How much of this did Quill appenders here who were standing outside of the door? Don't answer that. By the way, don't answer that.
Well, I can answer one. I can point out one fact that makes it unlikely, and that's the fact that Mirage just so recently rushed in. When he carved out an alarm, that indicates she's nearby. Therefore, she's able to watch the door to make sure no one else is eavesdropping.
Or Quill appenders went back and told Mirage that he had escaped.
That could be. Yeah.
It can be put the same way, other way.
It's good you're keeping an eye on him, because yes, that's a dangerous opponent. Who seems cordial and jolly, but yeah, he'll still have that attitude while he's breaking our legs.
And we know he has Dr. Cabbage in his palms. In his home.
Yeah, it's one of many he has access to, that's right.
Wait. Not yet. He doesn't have Dr. Cabbage yet.
You're correct. This is a younger version of him.
At this point, Kamala might be just a young fool.
I doubt it. I think he's older than that. I think by the time the show hits around, he is really middle-aged.
Yeah, I would say he should be around the age of 9 right now. I call it young.
You could say it's style, but I think this is a streak of white in his hair that actually indicative of age. He's probably towards middle age in the show, so he is probably more like an adult when some of the others were kids. Yeah, Cabra Lauren's older than a bunch of the ponies in the show.
Yeah?
Not counting someone like Granny Smith, of course.
Yeah, I would say he should be on young adult age at this moment.
I would say at least a teenager by now.
Yeah, but he is still not an archaeologist, I would assume.
He might be on his way to that career, and he might, or at least have the interest in it.
But he is still not in the palm of Quill Appenders, unless he already has the left, which will make sense.
Yeah, it's possible. Panders is probably still building up his empire, since he's got some of his hooves in a casino joint too. So that's a partial explanation for his fortune.
I mean, now that the master is living with the doctor, he might take over the casino.
I do think the Master does own the casino, but he's beholden to Panders, at least partially, I suspect, paying off a debt.
Yeah? Yeah,
Now,
you...
in that card game, he may have won some of his fortune back to help pay back for Panders' loan. And Panders apparently is enough of a gambler to at least participate in the games. In his own way.
Yeah?
You're probably right, though, that he's not likely the guy that seems as fair as he might at first seem.
Oh no! I am stupid. Why would I think that he is he is opening casino? No! He's opening KFC.
That might not go as well in.
But instead of getting fried cuts, it will be getting fried cups.
Or cauliflower or all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you can fry other things. It doesn't have to be meat.
Kentucky Fried Carrots. We do carrots right.
There you go. Oh my god, carrots is part of the mafia. But yeah, I think you described the master how he would act. It's a man.
Right.
I literally have no problem with him at the moment.
This chapter tried to put some emphasis on his friendship, especially when the Doctor pointed things out, like the nostalgia and their shared history. They are fond of each other, and even in the original show, including the old show where the Master first appeared, they put some emphasis on that. They kept trying to recruit each other to the opposite cause.
You only missed to mention one point. Only one.
What's that?
How many airplanes did he lose from the races? Was there any in there?
Might expose some misfortune then.
I mean,
But yeah,
yeah.
you could tell in this chapter, he did agree to go eventually, but he was quite reluctant. Especially after he learned that Time War was involved. I've written this character as the original Time War traumatized him. It's why he ducked out of it. It's why he hid his cautiousness in that pocket watch, so that the Daleks didn't think he was a Time Lord or something like that. He was that afraid of it.
I mean, I believe that him joining the North Star is actually a big spoil.
I also think, just like the Doctor, there's a part of the Master that misses his old home. But the idea of getting it back under his own terms intrigues him even more. Like, I can bring it back, but I can make changes. My changes. I could start making new laws or something. That really perked his interest when he heard that. Because it sounds a little bit like Conquest. So he was pleased to hear that the Doctor was starting to speak his language.
I mean, it is Conquest because it's not his home.
Right.
He will make it his home.
Correct.
I mean, we know that your home is where your heart is, so. Oh, no, sorry. We are talking about the tablet, so your home is where your hearts are.
Right, there you go. He also knows that Gallifrey had some very interesting resources. He would love to claim again.
I mean, they had to make it on it somehow.
Alright. That's just the beginning of the totality of the technology that society had available.
I mean, the Daleks wanted it as well.
Kind of. They invented their own. Some of it's a similar match.
I mean,
between the two, I would say the Time Lords are more innovative and smart, whereas the Daleks are far more military oriented. they're the ones that gathered resources across multiple planets, and the Time Lords just kept on underestimating him, thinking, "You're not a threat. You're not a threat," until they showed up at the doorstep with a massive armada.
Yeah, they acted way too late.
Correct.
They
When they
had no
started
knowledge.
acting back, they did some damage to the Daleks, of course, but by then they had a foothold on the world, and they started to entrench themselves.
I mean, it is a very easy thing to say to prevent the whole Dalek invasion. The
When
Doctor
it comes,
knows which planet was where the Daleks originated from. The
right.
Soldier Lucia. No, wait, no, the Lucia doesn't work. They survived that. They are isolation. My
When it
bad.
comes to when it comes to military matters, you know that the Daleks can be very resourceful, and in that specific regard, they can even be pretty smart.
Oh no, wait. They literally have to go back and stop the war before on their planet. Because that's caused the Daleks to appear. To mutate into Dalek. The Dalek.
Correct. That's correct. Davros, the inventor of the Daleks, grew up as a little boy in a war himself, which that traumatized him,
Yeah,
and probably caused him to be very bitter about the rest of the universe. I will take my revenge because of how much I suffered, or something like
yeah.
that.
So to stop the time war, you stop that war, and then the time war will not happen.
Correct, but the Daleks know that too. If you try to stop that war, the Daleks could time travel back as well and try to stop you from stopping that war.
Has the Doctor ever tried from it on?
I think the answer is yes. That's the point of the Time War.
I
It's how
mean,
they fought. It's I
haven't been
think they
mentioned that he tried it.
no no, but it would make sense that the Time War is not only a direct confrontation between each other in a present, but they were both going back and forth throughout times to try to undermine the history of the other side.
But that might also be a fixed time in the timeline as well.
Not that the Daleks care, and that's something important to keep in mind. They're a lot less strict when it comes to protecting history.
Yeah, I know there's something the Doctor from. Oh yeah, the easiest way to stop the time war is not letting the Doctor take the, the TARDIS. But then again, if he doesn't take the TARDIS, many other bad things happen.
Things get complicated when your enemy has a time machine.
Yeah. Time me by myself. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
say what's happening.
Hence, Time War. And given all that, you can see why the Doctor's trying to get some recruits here, including his old frenemy.
And once again, I am on the belief even if you change anything in the time or in the time configuration, it doesn't change anything at all. You just jump to a different dimension where it didn't happen.
I think I remember my mother mentioning the fact that she agreed with the motivations and being in character for the Master here too, but advised the Doctor, you better be cautious because you also know how treacherous he is.
Yeah. I mean, we saw how he or she acted later on,
Right.
like a queen.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this has been a 2 hour stream already. But
That's
I
on
did the whole chapter.
that's that's the on average the highest you tend to go. I think 2 hours and 30 minutes or something like that might have been the highest you've ever done. This story, this novel.
I mean, after that, it is a little bit too much. I mean,
You did,
when I was doing the stream before, before the surgery, I could go longer,
Oh,
but
I
I
wonder if
can't
you went as
anymore.
high as 5 hours with the Sky Dancer. And you could back then you could practically say that was our day, right? We were
Yeah,
just doing the reading for quite a while, at least a third of the entire day.
I mean that was definitely amazing.
Mhm. Thank you for the reading. I hope and glad you enjoyed the story.
I wanna see. Let me go back. Yes, sir. Wanna go to the last page here. Which is not gonna be easy because they don't give me the last page button. Really?
That's the last time we'll see Trixie for a while, or even hear of her. You still gonna keep her on the border?
For
She's
now,
cute.
yes.
Okay. Off camera, we could probably accept that the doctor delivered on his promise and gave Trixie a medical examination.
Yeah, probably that happened. Wait, that was 14 minutes as well. That might be a cross episode. That was 15 minutes. No. I had a problem with the same. Later on. Okay. It was like, what was that? But yeah, I can
Okay.
see 3 hours, 4 hours,
Are you looking at Sky Dancer?
character and everything. Load scores, 3.5 hours. Yeah, but usually it goes 1 to 3 hours. The usual.
That 3 hour one was after the surgery, so that's impressive.
But yeah, thank you for being here. And next time we are gonna open a bird move. I think you forgot to write something in it. And it's still in the writing.
You'll see why it's called that later on.
I mean, no, I won't because it's black.
It's gonna be pretty quick.
It would be funny if I opened it and there would be nothing on.
That there actually is. That is a pretty quick chapter, pretty short amount of words,
Oh my
and it's the
god,
shortest
one
in
thing
this story.
immediately comes to mind. Hold on.
I have a special announcement about that chapter. But I'll mention it later if you start reading, or actually a little before that. The circumstances that were around my life when I wrote that chapter.
There you go.
What does it say?
Uh,
Hello, Harry Potter. My name is Tom Riddle. Okay.
that is a family book. We will see if it is that. Also, yeah, even Twilight had an open blind book. And Sunset Shimmer, right? They both had admission book that they could write in and send messages.
Right.
But yeah, we are ending. Tonight we are gonna do Heart of Justice, and in 2 days we are going to read the open blind book.
Oh, wait, another 2 days
Yeah,
later?
yes.
Oh, that's different. Okay. I'll go ahead and mark that down.
I mean, this is the only reason is because I'm not going to work through that day. We should be on today's month right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
So your work schedule is a little different.
No, I'm just a vacation. For this 3 days. So. But yeah, thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Happy Shark. And
Well,
no,
he's got a good.
I'm not gonna start singing the Baby Shark.
Well, yeah, he's happy because he's got a good fin of cards.
Yeah.